Wait, hold on. Just trying to put some. Yes, yes. And sometimes they are not that polite, you know. I'm sorry to say lah, but sometimes they can be very, and then sometimes they are not friendly also. So, I mean, there are good ones. Yes, I've met good ones. But sometimes when you come across those who can't really speak the language, it becomes very challenging. Not for him, you know, for us also challenging. Okay, I've recorded. Okay, good. All right. Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for being here with me. It's 8:30. Some their mind so eager and yeah, yeah, yeah. Some very emotional. Okay. Something they're hero also. All right. So these are the things that we need to. Hi. Good evening, Iqbal. Thanks, Zunaida. Zunaida, Jess. Penang, Jess. Jess Hotel. Okay. Please. Let's do a temperature check, guys. If you're on mobile, please type 1. If you're on all other device, please type 2. Okay, ramai 1 kitchen. All right. Okay. Number 2, please tell me where you're from and what industry. We all at home now. Okay. Hi, Arlene, you're back. I hope I'm not too loud because this place, this is YMCA in KL. I feel safer here because I need to be near KL Central. I'll be going, you know, from KL Central, I'll be like moving public transport is easier. Okay, Johor, IT, after that, Kajang, oil and gas. So the wall is not so what lah, so thick ah. So maybe the whole floor can also take the kursus tonight. Kuching Waterfront Hotel. Okay. Kuching Waterfront, oh no, that's Merdeka Palace. Okay, okay. Melaka Property, SH Wong, Seremban Umrah Tourism, Hi Ida, oh yes, UMP, KL Property Management. Oh, okay. Wong Yuan Pun. You guys come together one group, right? Carissa. Hi Labuan. Labuan is the furthest so far. Okay, Labuan. Penang Hotel, Gopeng Nomad. Oh, hi Gopeng Nomad Adventure, Waterfront Hotel Kuching. KL Asset Management, Miri Higher Education, where is it? I think this is the second time you're with us. Second or third time. Eric Koo, JB, well, I think I missed a few. PJ Food Manufacturing Industry. Oh, okay. Okay, keep it going, guys. Saiful, Penang, Yazid, Sarawak Intan Training Center, Singapore Tani Kantin Sekolah. Sekolah mana, Kari? Saya dulu sekolah Singapore Tani. Father Veris Convent. And then I went to Penang, Parama Secondary School. Okay, where else? Where else? That's 42, 40 of us. Where are you guys from? Okay, keep it going in the chat box. I have one company from a property developer, if I'm not mistaken. So although this session refers to complaints in the hotel industry, hey, team Kimal, team Taiping, all right. I'll be meeting you guys soon, I hope. Okay. Oh, okay. By the way, I will be in Kelantan, Terengganu.
Panas ni handphone.
First week of tak boleh tolong mute tak?
Nadine.
Zul tolong mute tak?
Nadine.
Zul, where are you from? Okay, I will be in Terengganu and Kelantan.
Yes.
First week of um, first week of July. I hope to confirm KK. I'll be in KK Sabah at the end of July, 22nd to 28th. So I hope to be able to expand and share some of my sessions as well. Right. Okay, boleh share link attendance? Boleh. Sorry, I lupa nak letak dalam slide. Anyway, okay, that's the link. I will reshare the link again in the next maybe 10-15 minutes. All right, if tak ada, just let me know. I will share with you guys, okay? All right, so let's start. So today's session is on the title, yeah? 10 customer complaints and how to turn them into loyalty, okay? Complaint is complaint. Sometimes complaint are something we overlook, but it's not at the end of the world, yeah, guys. It is something that you can overcome, okay? And when you do so, this customer will be more than happy to come back to you, okay? So we are going to reframe this complaint so that it won't stress us out, huh? All right, so let's look at the overview of the topic. So every complaint is an opportunity, okay? Yes, can be positive complaint or blaming complaint category. Complaint can come from any angle. Complaining like something just happened. Sometimes it's not even about you, the complaint. Okay, they just have a bad day. Bila you bad day, something wrong in your life, get up from the wrong side of the bed, you tersepak batu pun, you akan complain orang punya salah. Okay, so that happens. Well, that's life lah. All right. So in these 1.5 hours, let's say 1.5 hours lah, we're gonna play games some more, right? So we will learn how to handle most common customer complaints and turn unhappy guests into loyal advocates. What I'm going to do before we go to module 2, I'm going to share a handout. This handout, I will also have examples, yeah, for industries like property developer, retail, healthcare, education, F&B, and also telco. All right. Okay. All right, so this session, we will equip hospitality professional or service frontliners, yeah, to handle common customer complaints effectively and transform dissatisfied guests into loyal advocates. Okay. All right, a little bit about me. I don't like to talk about me, but okay, just in case you're wondering who the hell am I? All right, so I'm a hospitality trainer. That has been my passion. I've been wanting to be in this industry since I was 13 tahun tau. Okay. Hi Long, Johor Health Products. Good. Okay. I've been wanting to be in the hotel industry since I was 13. Now, like 40 years later, I'm happy to be where where I am now, of course, as a trainer, and I'm also the founder of MAP Training and Consultancy Services. My area of expertise, that the very, very niche one is housekeeping. So imagine I am OCD and I teach housekeeping. So you do the maths lah. Okay, so my eyes like very tajam, can X-ray one, like I can see sure the angle yang sure miss one tak cuci one. Okay. Oh, Zuraida, we are on the same boat. Zuraida, I'm just in Taipei. So maybe if I go down to Penang, I can just hello. All right. So other than that, I do customer service. That is my like passion. Okay, and team development. Okay, we understand now that the Gen Z is coming into the workforce, and people like us, Gen X, baby boomers, we are slowly sliding out from the picture. Okay, so yeah. So team development is also one of my area of expertise. I was reassigned to a resort in my last job because I say why. They say, it's because the people skill lah, right? So yeah, sometimes when people work too long in a place, they become like separuh of the deco and the kulat around it, so they're just into comfort zone lah. Okay. All right, and what we want to do is to bring customers from the heart through practical upskilling solution. Don't expect so much. If you do in-house training with me, don't expect too much of a lot of theories, because you guys are not going to graduate, a degree, masters, but it is something more practical that you will apply the very next day after the session. Okay? So that's how I approach my training, right? Okay, enough about me. Now, the target audience, basically, when I created this module, right, the target audience is hospitality frontliners, supervisors, and also manager. But this does not mean that you cannot apply in other industries. Basically, I will share with you what are similar issues, the 10 complaints, similar issues on other industries such as property developer, retail, healthcare, education, F&B, and also telco. Okay. So this is a hospitality-centric training. I would say more of a service-oriented, tailored to some put leader or section leader, yeah. Okay. Content tailored to hotels, restaurant, and also service-based industry. I would say even healthcare is also service. Okay, I would say most of the industries has some of the service-based related or service-related, on the operational side. And I would say even when you talk to you about your internal team, for me, it's also about being, good and nice to each other. All right. Okay. Design for every level. Frontline staff, supervisors, managers will all find practical value. I still also need some sharing from you guys as well. Especially when you come from, like FND, yeah, oil and gas, okay, and then Johor health products. Please share, when we go into module 3 and 4, please share your challenges, maybe we can share out in this session, and maybe some of you have some creative ideas or something you have actually done, and then unexpectedly it worked out really, really well. Okay, sometimes this happens because you know why? We deal with humans and they are very unpredictable, especially now. All right, universal applicability, so across guest services, food, beverage, and also any customer-facing role. All right. Okay, let's look at the course objective. We want to recognize complaint value, all right, understand the strategic importance of complaints in service improvement and also customer retention. Remember when I keep asking you guys, which is easier to find new customer or to retain current customer, right? So most will answer, of course, to retain lah, because they already accept you the way you are, mah. Betul tak? Okay. But to get new customer is not easy, right? Especially now in a very competitive industry or very competitive environment, you have a lot of new businesses just coming up every other day. Okay, they're just mushrooming like nobody's business. All right. So master complaint handling. All right, apply. I only use one method because we only have 1.5 hours. Learn method to resolve issues with empathy and effectiveness. We'll go through detail later. If I were to do 2-day session, I would do 3 approach, including learn. The first one is SOFAN approach. SOFAN is prevent. People say prevention is always better than, what was the word? Prevention is only better, right? So SOFAN is to prevent. Yeah, prevention is better than cure. Oh, thank you guys. Okay, prevention is always better than cure, right? So I have SOFAN approach towards the prevention where you nurture. That means kalau ada complaint, you can just sub counting. Okay, and then when complaint happens, that one cannot run away already. You go to last framework, LAST, yeah, and finally learn is like overall thing lah. Okay, easily applied across industries. Okay. All right, thank you, No and Aline. You guys took the words out of my mouth. Okay, and we want to build guest loyalty. All right. Okay, Dave, can you mute, please? Thank you. All right, use personalized recovery and feedback to transform guests into loyal advocates. Okay. Whenever you can convert your guests into loyal guests, it's always the best. Okay. Because they always come back and spend more money on you. Right. So let's look at the course module. There's 4. Tetapi 4 pun, I made it very simple and very straightforward lah. Okay. Module 1 is the power of complaint resolution. Module 2 is where we will look at all the 10 common complaints and also the solution using learn method. Module 3 very simple. The art of service recovery. And last but not least, how we want to strengthen our actions in service recovery. So from complaints to loyalty. So these are just 4 modules that we'll be doing the next 1.5 hours. Yeah. All right, let's look at module 1. Why complaints are opportunities and not threat. All right. In module 1, we will also look at the moment of truth in guest experience. All right. Do you guys know what are the moment of truth? What do you understand by the moment of truth? No. Okay. The moment of truth when you talk in the hotel context, yeah, it is actually that feeling that guest experience, okay, that the guest have during the service, okay. It is okay. Usually when you talk about F&B lah, okay, service there are a few process. As you enter hostess kan, lepas hostess they take you to the table, sit you down, and then uh, send the menu to you. You know all the processes the journey. So the moment of truth is like for the establishment to complete the whole process without having any flaw. And on top of that, they can up the game by having something that is beyond the extra mile. Okay, these are the moment of truth in guest experience. Okay, without flaws. If any of the hoteliers would like to add more, please feel free to just add in the chat box. I may miss something. All right, anyway, real impact, how a well-handled complaint can increase repeat business. Okay, okay, in the hotel industry or in any service industry, they will look at complaint as liabilities. Do you agree or not? Satu complaint, they go viral, dead. Correct or not? So, liabilities. But it is in this session, we want to reframe that to see from that, yeah, food industry as well. Okay, anything that the guests pay money lah. Anything they pay money, silap sikit je kena viral kan. But the good one, dia tak mau viral kan. Okay, so we want to reframe from that stress of thinking that complaint is liability into an opportunity, okay, and not make us so stressed lah. After anxiety, right? Yeah, you know, guess they pay money, you silap sikit viral, but then when you service tip top you go beyond pun tak nak cerita kan, okay? Adalah, but then not so powerful when you do something wrong lah. Okay, so unfortunately unfortunately that's just how it is lah kan Malaysia. Alright, so okay, so complaints are opportunities. Alright, changing the perspective on guest frustration. Okay, signals for improvement. Okay, always think that complaints will highlight gaps in service and valuable intelligence for continuous improvement. Because when you have complaint, then you know that there's something wrong with your service, and you know that when the complaint comes to you, meaning if they are still in the hotel, they're still eating your food, they're still there, meaning that you still have chance to recover. Okay, you still have chance to improve. But there are also some guests on site semua, they smile to you, say nothing is wrong, blah blah blah, bye bye, hello, like very friendly, like like best friend. In like the next 10 minutes, dia balik rumah, dia buka tu, they review like shit. You know, you guys have gone through this or not? Okay. Suddenly you just find out, how come he never complained? He was just very nice. They talk very nice, like very friendly. There's nothing wrong. You know, suddenly the review came in like totally the opposite. So sometimes there are guests like this. All right. So unfortunately, that's why people say complaints in hotel is liability lah. Okay. All right. Anyways, not to worry because these are valuable information that we can take for continuous improvement. Always remember, if you get bad review, doesn't matter on Agoda, Expedia, on any platform at all, especially TripAdvisor, please make sure you respond. Okay, respond and give assurance. All right, that you will handle this thing. Sometimes it's a policy, you cannot do anything, but still give them assurance. Yes, we will look into it. All right. Yes, Zunaira, betul. Before guest check out, meet up with the guest and solve the complaint. Yes. If throughout the stay you can resolve, please make sure you follow up as well. Okay, we'll go down to that section. Yeah. So opportunity for connection. All right. So a complaint is a moment to show empathy and also to build rapport. It is always good to build rapport because this is where you get very transparent and the guests, you know, when you build rapport, right, you become approachable. When you are approachable at any time when the guests feel a bit of discomfort, they are happy to go to you and just tell you about it because they know that you will not like next sawan, next hantu, and get very defensive. Okay, so it's good to build rapport at the beginning so that when anything happens along the way, they're happy to tell you about it. And this is what we want for the guests. This transparency is going to be an opportunity for us to solve the problem while they are on site. All right? Okay, pathway to loyalty. Okay, to get loyal guests is very, very difficult. You guys agree with me or not? Yes or no? Okay, human nak loyal sangat susah. Okay, sangat susah. Hampir-hampir pupus lah. Alright? Okay, but if you can hold them your hand and they become loyal to you, this is the guest that you want to hold on to retain. Okay, so handle right and complaints increase the chance of repeat visit and also referral. Because there's just so many products in the market. They just Penang. There's just so many hotel, and of course, every time they want to try new hotel, okay, brand new technology, the state of the art, blah blah blah. Okay, people want to try, and then suddenly service tak bagus, disappointed kan. Then baru pergi cari you balik ah. Habis apa? Habis madu sepa dia buang ah. Okay. So yeah. Customer like that because they are just like so many options, so many alternatives. Okay. Kena long term job to create loyalty. Correct. That's why if you know what they need, what they want, you can hold on to that feeling and change that in them, you will be able to hold them longer. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Now, the moment of truth in guest experience is a critical point where perception is formed. Okay. Remember, I was telling you when you go to a restaurant, nowadays, unfortunately, even macam Old Town White Cafe, semua yang tick the form, sometimes you sendiri pergi ke counter, ataupun you ting tong kat situ, then this Nepal or whatever will come to the table and just look through, okay, tak tahu dia faham ke tak, and then that's it, right? So nowadays everything has been shortened the process, but nevertheless, if you're a full-fledged restaurant, each point are critical because each point is where perception is formed, right? All right, so in this context, every interaction counts. If you go to a normal restaurant is how we used to do it before. We're not talking about those yang letak kertas or that auto thing. But we're talking about, as you enter at the parking, you have maybe security or you have valet, and then you go into restaurant, you have the hostess uh, taking your reservation, and then after that, the hostess will take you to the table, sit you down, and then the next thing comes to bring the menu and to pour water and then start taking your orders, the whole process. So this is where uh, each checkpoint are critical points because at each checkpoint is where perception is formed. This is what the moment of truth is all about, right? So every interaction at each touch point counts, okay? Because you must remember that guest perception are shaped in seconds, either during check-in, either during service, ataupun problem handling, right? Okay, emotional impact matters. So the emotional tone of experience will drive satisfaction more than logistic. You guys agree or not? Dia punya emo tu lagi penting tau, because that is experience and it is something you cannot see. That's even worse. If emotion you can see, it's easy to tackle. Now you cannot see, it's just feeling. So you have to do magic lah, okay? All right. So sometimes what you give, how you serve is really good. But then you must remember there's also external influence. Maybe they're having a good time, saya dapat call, oh awet dah merajuk, okay, tak nak kawan or something, kena clash, maybe break out on the spot, tiba-tiba the mood change. How are you going to tackle that? How are we supposed to know he's going to get a bad call? How are we supposed to know suddenly that a very happy mood turn moody? Okay, how are we going to know that? Okay, so people in the service industry, I would say they are magicians. Okay, they just have to tune in and see how to drive satisfaction even in such I would say ridiculous situation. Okay, I mean ridiculous lah kan, benda tu tak ada kena mengena dengan kita kan, but somehow it will affect us. Uh, it will still affect us when it's moody ah. Tiba-tiba tengok pinggan yang plating sangat cantik pun jadi tak cantik really. Okay, alright. Zul, betul. Indeed, very true. It's not what you serve, it's how you serve it. Yes. Okay. So critical for loyalty is positive resolution at this moment that creates stronger emotional loyalty than flawless service. Once they're happy, that split second they reach your place, they enter, da 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 da. So even a slight flaw, they will just pejam mata lah. Okay, it's okay lah. Everybody make mistake. That's how the tone will be. But the moment they enter that split second, you fail. Yeah. After that, whatever they touch, everything also fail already. Okay. So that is very critical. Yeah. So a well-handled key moments will drive long-term emotional loyalty. This is something that no discount or no promotion can replicate. Okay. So betul lah Zul. Indeed, it's not what you serve, but it's how you serve it. Alright. So real impact of complaint alamak, typo. T tu tak ada Complaint resolution. How one good response drive repeat business. Okay. Alright, customer retention boost. Customer who experience resolution are 70% more likely to return. You guys agree or not? Okay, they're having they maybe come across, okay, katalah they check in, the aircon is not sejuk lah, okay, but you take action immediately. Alright, when you take action immediately, they get to sleep the whole night peacefully and comfortably. These are the things that will increase the percentage of them returning back to you because of your attentiveness. And you make sure you follow up again after half an hour. How's the aircon? Is it okay? At the same time, back end tu dah standby lah, kod-kod bilik ni nak kena tukar kan or upgrade or something like that. Okay, there's one thing about faulty in the room. I come across, I don't know whether hoteliers you got this experience or not, but I have this experience. There's just one specific room in that place where bila guest check in somehow bilik tu dari sejuk jadi tak sejuk. We tested sejuk tau, okay, tiba-tiba tak sejuk. And then suddenly the guest will hear the sound of water pump, which is like dia at level 1, water pump is at level 3. Okay, so somehow that specific room kalau guest masuk mesti kena complain. Okay, so kan, I don't know lama I malam salah lah. Okay, I shouldn't say that because I'm not at home. Shit. Alright, okay. Let's not go further. I imagine kan. Alright. Increase spend over time. Loyal guests spend up to 67% more than new customers. New customer would not be willing to spend money on you because they don't know you. As easy as that. But once you create that trust, you build that rapport, they already suka with you. They will even spend more than 67%. Not only that, they will bring friends. They will just have 1,001 excuses to go back to you for all sorts of celebration. Okay. So this is what we want, loyal guests and positive word of mouth. Okay. Any little things that you do for them, they'll be like, who? Okay. And they'll be talking about you like forever. Betul, baru check semua okay, tapi guest masuk dah ada defect. Yes. My owner is like that. And she the kind like, okay, kalau I datang, I nak duduk sini, I nak duduk sana. So we had to stay in that villa to test, make sure everything okay. And we're supposed to stay there because she's checking in the next day, right? Like noon. So we be in the room, in the villa to check, make sure all lights. Kadang-kadang clock, dia ada clock tau. Okay. clock tu baru tukar bateri pun dia masuk je mati for some odd reason. And then to make sure water semua okay, aircon okay, kipas pusing-pusing-pusing tak bunyi. And then all other things lah, okay. But so you imagine, we stayed there until 2-3 o'clock in the morning, okay. Nothing happens, everything tip-top, we change everything all up to date, okay. So we lock up, okay, finish, the next day, touch up, and then she came in. The moment she came in, for some odd reason, the side lampu yang dekat toilet tu, off one time, on balik, meletup tau. So we all kena, macam ni lah, you all jaga gas kan. Benda ni pun I nak kena cakap. Aduh, dia macam ada jinx je tau tak. Okay, so they're just people like that. Anyway, okay, let's go to number 2. I'm going to share, yeah, there are just some people like that, believe it or not. Okay, so when we're busy, she said, I better not come lah, nanti I jinx you all. Nasib baik lagi. Kalau dia datang memang all hell break loose. Memang cakap, lagi kalut tu tak. Everything are working, not working. Okay, I'm putting a handout. For those who are not in the hotel industry, you can use a handout because a handout will cover the 10 most common complaints. And the industry will be property developer, retail, healthcare, education, F&B, and telco. This is briefly that I've compiled for you guys. And guys who have just joined us, I've just shared the attendance link again. Please help me to complete the attendance. All right, let's go on to module 2. So each complaint that we're going to cover, these 10 most common complaints, we will address it with a structured approach using LEARN method. Anyone knows what is LEARN? Kalau buka handout, dah ada jawapan lah. What is LEARN, guys? What does L stands for? I think you guys know this lah. Kita dah buat kan. L tu apa? What is L? L is listen. Yay. Okay, Hamima. Okay, listen. Alright. Okay. Now, what is E? E pun you all dah buat lah. Guys, E pun you all dah buat lah. Sorry, I'm on Red Bull. Betul-betul. Emotion, empathize, empathy. Okay. Alright. Boleh tutup kedai ni. Okay, empathize. Okay, what is A? What is A? Apologize. Okay. Alright, apologize. And then let's see example. Okay lah, apologize, agile. Okay, acknowledge. Okay, but in this context, the method is apologize. Alright. Alamak, tertunjuk. Okay, R is resolve. What is N? What is N? What is N? Notify. Okay, tengok nota. Okay, notify. Right. And last, I added also follow up because you must remember, regardless whether you solve the problem or not, you must follow up. Okay. Die, you must follow up. Because that one is the extra. Macam ni lah, you masak semua cantik kan, you just spice up sedikit lagi bagi like wow. Okay, so that is follow up. Alright. So the LEARN model, the LEARN method is a structured complaint resolution for hospitality or a service industry. And L stands for give, listen actively, you give full attention, avoid interrupting. Ini selalu jadilah. I pun during my early days kan, number one, I sangat kepo. Number two, I nak tunjuk pandai. Okay, so I selalu interrupt lah kan. Okay, so avoid interrupting and also show that the guests, they are heard. Okay, sometimes the guests need you to really give them a full attention. And also what they need from you is that that they are seen, they are valued, and they are heard. Okay, so listen actively. Okay, empathize sincerely. Guys, you still remember what is empathy? Have you guys done a Johari window or not? Johari lah, I tanya. Anyone, you done with your hurry window? Got fight or not? Okay, empathize sincerely. What is empathy again? Yes, Azrul down. What is empathy again, guys? Empathy is human connection. Okay. All right. So frontline staff, supervisors, and managers will all find practical value under this learn model and apologize genuinely. Okay. So take responsible with heartfelt accountability, yeah, and non-defensive apology. You must remember, you apologize is not because it's your fault. You apologize because the guest is having a bad day. Okay, always remember that. The younger generation always feel, asal nak kena minta maaf lah. Why do I say sorry? It's not my fault. What? Yeah, it's true. But you're saying sorry, it's not because it's your fault, but you're saying sorry because the guest is having a bad day. Okay, that's it. Okay, mic drop. All right. Okay, let's look at number one. Complaint one. Ini biasa long wait times. Okay, resolving frustration to communication and speed. So what do you do? Listen and empathize. Okay, sometimes they're just frustrated because they wait, nothing happened. Okay, not just nothing happened, but nobody come and tell them anything. They just be left out. Okay, so when they complain, you validate the guest time concern with genuine understanding. Oh, I'm so sorry. We have a group check-in. We'll try to get to you as soon as possible. Would you like to have a seat first? You know, and they say, oh, I've come so early, I have kids, going on and on about it. Listen, okay, and show your genuine understanding as well. Because if we were to bring kids for a holiday and they're getting cranky, what happens? All mood pun tak ada kan? Okay. All right. Just trying to mute you. All right. Next one. Apologize and inform. This is all part of learn, yeah. LEARN. Okay. Apologize and inform. Right. Provide a reason for the delay. Okay. And estimated time to set expectation. Let's say katakanlah you're not able to attend to them, like you think it's going to take a bit more time, 15-20 minutes, you can just tell them, okay, why not you go down to the coffee house and probably have a drink. I will come and get you when they're ready. You can also do that, and make sure you go there to see them. Janganlah you ingat, dia ni kot. Then after that you forget how the guest looks like, pergi sana duduk tengah nganga pula. Okay. All right. So sometimes what I do is, when it's just like the queue is too long, backlog, I will just tell them, you can just have a seat at our cafe or at our lounge, okay, just next to the lobby. I'll come and get you. Okay. So when it's the turn, I'll really go there and get you. Sir, you can come and register, or you can come and check in. Okay. Sometimes I'm tak busy, I'll just bring everything to the lounge and just make sure they sign there. So it's very, very personalized. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. During my days, my first job was at Duta Vista Executive Suite. Anyone knows where it is? Pesara Ledang. Now the place is haunted. Before that, it's already haunted. Every year they will do prayers. Because I think there's Indonesian guys, I think, died after they built the building. It's just by the roadside, Pesara Ledang, near the Mansara there. Yeah? So during that time, it was 1991. How we checking guests is, they arrive, then we'll take everything and check them in the room. The room is like 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. It's more like a small apartment like that, right? So the concierge will follow with the luggage, and then they'll be seated in the room. They sign everything, check in everything, and then we'll show them, okay, how to on the aircon, the what, everything lah. So we just show them around the room. That's how we used to check in the guests. Very personalized. Tapi bilik tak banyak lah. Kalau 200 bilik, personalized mati lah, okay? Alright. So resolve and follow up. Okay, please remember, when you resolve, please follow up. Alright. If let's say benda tu like getting out of hand and you felt really sorry, you can always offer a token gesture. Sometimes it could be complimentary item, Kalau food, probably fruit platter, something that don't cost a lot. Janganlah you bagi complimentary steak lah, yang 40-50 ringgit tu kan. Wagyu beef lah, bankrupt. Okay, so complimentary item must have not so expensive, and it is something that you can just absorb. Okay, and then please to check back to ensure satisfaction. All right, so this is how you tackle long wait times. Okay, have you guys been to a Chinese restaurant? The halal one? Okay, Chinese restaurant, normally when they order, right? When the customer order, it's like penuh meja, you know. So, what do they do? You guys, you know not what do they do while waiting for the order? When I say penuh lah, it's like they order so many dishes, you know, and it's going to take time to cook. But what do they put on the table first? Anyone can tell me? Yes, kacang. Okay, Chinese saying kacang. So normally before the food sampai, I don't know berapa pinggan kacang kan. By the time the food came, alamak, sudah kenyang ah. Okay. So yeah, peanut, pickled veggie, okay, chilies, alright, Chinese tea, okay. So kacang tu like you cicak-cicak, so you tak rasa like you waited like almost 1 hour, food tak sampai lagi kan. Okay. So that's how they make you just forget about them, okay. Alright, so please resolve and follow up. Alright, chili sambal tea, okay. Okay, number 2 is root stuff. I've been through this. It's just like, so like I want to makan orang already, you know, okay? So turning negative interactions into, serious ah? Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, complaint 2 is turning negative interactions into opportunities for empathy. Right? Okay, right. Number 1, listen without defensiveness. Root stuff ni kadang-kadang said something, dia emotion. Last hari tu kita buat emotional intelligence kan, soft connection kan, okay? Sometimes they get very defensive. And sometimes when the guests speak, how they say things can get very defensive as well. You know, people who lack communication skill, when they say things, it's like very, how to say, it sounded very rude, but actually it's not. It's just their behavior like that. Do you have friends or work colleague that when they say something, macam very kurang ajar, you know, but actually they don't mean it. It's just how they speak. Yes, the tone, the words they say, benda tu boleh trigger tau. Banyak lah. Nampak sedih. Okay. Sometimes it's just how they speak. Serious ah? Okay. Alright. And when that goes across, right, it becomes very defensive. Sometimes dia tak bermaksud pun macam tu, but then it sounded very defensive. And for some very sensitive guests, but he managed the girl. Okay, that's the most important thing lah. Jangan dia dah beriti jadi opportunity. Okay, so sometimes it's not really they meant it to sound rude, but it's just the tone. Sometimes it's also the body language. Okay, it's just giving them different vibes, you know, that people get very very defensive. Okay, so please, rude staff, you need to turn interaction into empathy. Okay, into opportunities for empathy. Okay, so listen without defensiveness. So let the guests express their full experience fully without interruption. Sometimes it's best to just keep quiet. Jangan to keep quiet buat muka bodoh, like boring kan. Lepas tu tengok jam, tu tengok telefon, main kunci dalam pocket. Okay. You are giving them full attention. Okay. And listen when they express their experience without fully interruption. Alright. Okay. Eye contact. Yes, eye contact. Eye contact bukan death stare. Jangan tenung macam nak makan orang. Okay. Just casual, angguk sikit. Okay. Give your full attention. Alright. Acknowledge and apologize. Okay. Recognize the guest feelings and apologize for the behavior encountered. Alright. Yes, nodding. Okay. Jangan overly nodding pula. Okay, macam on happy drugs pun tak mau ah. Alright, so nodding. Macam kita, we are talking, having conversation, you know, oh, okay, right, understand. And then repeat balik. Okay, rectify and reassure. Address the behavior internally and reassure the guest of the corrective step. Sometimes you can always tell them, okay, oh, I'm sorry that you had, this bad experience, but this is how we're going to do it. Okay, we will be doing A, B, C, D. Tell them that. Okay, if they have any other ideas how we can, um, we can overcome the issues, then we can always partner with the guest and resolve the problem. Okay, so this is on root stuff. Alright, complaint number 3. Ni paling biasa lah. Dirty or unclean facilities. Alright, so restoring trust to immediate action and assurance. There are days where you're running like headless chicken because you're super, super busy back to back. Dia bukan back to back lah. Back to back to back. Okay. Alright, and sometimes there are areas that you miss. Okay. If you were to look at the handout I give you, cleanliness issue, okay, we'll go there afterwards. All right, so when that happens, you need to restore trust through immediate action and assurance. Assurance is something that you need to genuinely tell them, like you betul-betul mean it, okay? Not the tipu-tipu fake one, because they can actually sense your insincerity too, okay? First, you listen and inspect. Don't sometimes the staff kreatif tau. Bila guest complain, oh mungkin tadi cik buka pintu kot, angin something. Dia pula pandai-pandai create scenario. So the best thing is just listen, okay? We acknowledge concern, then whether they're going out or not. Sometimes they're going out, okay, I will send somebody to clean the room now. Kalau if you're in the room, would you like, is it okay for us to come now and clean? Ataupun change stain towels ke apa ke? Otherwise, if you're going out, we can always go later. So give them options that if they want immediately, we'll go now. If let's say it's not convenient, maybe the anak nak tidur ke, they want to nap or something like that, we'll always come back later. But give them a time frame. Kalau you janji pukul 4, make sure pukul 4 you dah ada kat situ to do the swapping, to do the cleaning, whatever not. Okay? So please listen and inspect. Right? Because you have to acknowledge the concern and you have to promptly investigate the area in question. Right? Apologize and correct immediately. Okay? Dispatch cleaning staff urgently and communicate steps taken to the guest. Okay, inform the guest, yes, we'll be sending the team right now. Is there anyone in the room? Katalah dekat lobby kan. Then they kata, oh, no, I'm going to the pool. Or is it okay with you that we'll send the cleaning staff now to do the cleaning? That means to solve the problem lah. Kata, okay, sure. Right, so we do that. So we tell them lah, okay, since the towel is thin, we're going to change the towel. Do you need anything else? Macam tu. So always ask them if they need anything else. So sometimes say, oh yeah, maybe you bring extra coffee, something like that. Okay. Dan janganlah time tu, oh tak boleh extra coffee kena charge lah. So benda tu dah boleh kau team lah, tiba-tiba you create another problem. Okay. Why my staff angin macam tu? Aduh. Alright, follow up and reassure. Ensure guest satisfaction post-cleaning and reinforce hygiene standard. Let's say katakanlah you have done, okay, and the person is still in the pool, they be maybe crossing you or something like that. At least just inform katalah Mr. Lee, they already sent somebody to clean the room. Please let me know if you need anything else, or always ensure that you follow up again when he goes to the room or something like that. Give it, janganlah every 5 minutes call, dan jangan, but at least give it sometimes, maybe another half an hour, just call. Recently, is everything okay with the room? Do you need anything else? Offer that. Tapi your tone have to be very genuine that you are there sincerely. Number one, apologize, and sincerely you want to make sure the stay is flawless. Okay. Habis nafas. Alright, number 4. Okay, kalau kita tengok cleanliness issue, if you open up your handouts, right? Property developer is dirty unit or surrounding property. Ada tak this experience? Semalam dah okay cantik, malam ribut kan? Tengok-tengok dah macam everything everywhere. Ada tak property? Okay, dirty unit surrounding. For retail, messy fitting rooms. Sometimes maybe dusty. Okay. Healthcare, unsanitary ya, tempat patient tu kotor. Normally toilet lah. Tak pergi test urine lah, apalah. Sometimes it's not well kept. Education, could be dirty restroom or classroom. Okay. Ada budak-budak mangkuk ayun yang makan tak pandai buang, tinggal sampai basi dah kat bawah meja tu. Okay, happens. Alright. F&B, unclean dining or utensils. Kalau telco will be dusty kiosk or counter. So when you apply learn, you listen actively, you empathize sincerely, you apologize genuinely, alright? Resolve quickly and follow up to build trust. Kalau macam student dalam kelas, normally I remind them, ni tolong ambil buang lah, jangan tinggal. So make them clean as they go. Okay, student kan. Alright, number 4 is incorrect order. How many of you have gone to a restaurant, eating place where you order something, something else came? Ada tak? And what do you do? Ada tak? Ada kan? What do you do? Belasah lah, lapar ni. Then the customer next door, tu macam order I lah. Lepas tu dia punya order tak sampai-sampai. Kita dah ngap habis lah. I let the staff know, yes, okay. Delivery pun, I felt bad. Kalau delivery, dia bagi, tiba-tiba dapat extra kan. I will call and to the rider lah. Dek, ni macam terlebih ni. Oh ya ke kak? Kak makan je lah. Habis macam mana nanti? Nanti customer tu, tak apa, tak apa. Nanti call balik dekat tu. More like tak sedap. More like tak sedap. So God, okay. Online shopping, yes, online shopping always happen. Alright. So in this case, correcting mistakes with speed and grace. Okay, jangan kelam kabut, but with speed. Alright, listen and clarify. Okay, understand the issue without assumption. Get full details from the guest. Okay, make sure clarify, check order balik. Okay, and make sure that it is genuinely is an error lah. Okay. Alright. Alright, next one. Apologize and remake. Okay, apologize immediately and prioritize correcting the order or service. Okay, go back to the chef. Ni selalu gaduh kan. Chef, tadi order silap chef. Ni kalau you build rapport dengan chef, boleh kau team. Tapi kalau you dengan chef pun bercakap-cakap, mampui lah. I don't think you dare to tell the chef, nanti silap-silap poyuk pun terbang kan. Okay, so it's good to build rapport inside and outside. Okay, because when you need this this favor, they will be able to do it for you. Okay, otherwise they start blaming, saya yang bagi order macam ni, orang dah stress kan. Okay, tu yang kuali belanga semua nak terbang tu. Okay, so remember, apologize immediately and prioritize correcting the order or service. Okay, recover and thank you lah. Alright, offer a token of goodwill and thank them for their patience and understanding. Okay, so bila benda-benda macam ni, especially in correct order, sometimes if you're really really busy, dah lah nak buat order in-house, ada lagi Food Panda lah, Grab lah, itulah, inilah, like everything is coming in at the same time. So you must make sure always check on them. Make sure the food goes out to them the soonest they can. Okay. Alright. So the gesture of recovery is very, very important. And sometimes you can add a discount, complimentary item. Okay. So in this context, the corrected request should be your top priority. Okay. I know sometimes it's easier said than done. I understand. Alright. Kalau wrong orders or error, okay. Kalau property developer is unit mismatch, okay, they wanted something, tiba-tiba we put in the order some other units, okay. So make sure correct back again. Make sure check first lah. Maybe he pointed something and said something else. That also can happen. Okay. Retail, wrong product ship. Ni you all say online shopping always happen. Healthcare, incorrect prescription. Oh ni, healthcare tak ada malam ni kan? Okay, incorrect prescription ni bahaya. Okay, FME, okay, that one we covered. And telco is on incorrect billing or plan setup. Okay, so listen actively, empathize, apologize, resolve quickly, and follow up to build trust. Macam sama je dia apply ni. But you get the picture lah. Okay, complaint number 5 is lack of attention. How do we reconnect with guests who feel overlooked? Okay, sometimes there's a area in the dining area yang slightly hidden, slightly gelap. You tak nampak orang tau. And the guests just come in, you kind of oversight sebab dia masuk, dia terus duduk. Okay, and then the place is a bit macam, ni kira macam you bawa kereta blind spot lah. So you tak nampak, alright? So it takes quite some time. Then you like, ada orang lah. Okay, so you went, lah, cik, minta maaf, just say sorry, apologize, and of course recognize the neglect signal, right? Sometimes you notice the body language and cues that suggest that guest is feeling ignored. Tapi kalau dah you memang dah tak nampak, there's not much you can do, only to apologize. Maybe, make sure that kalau this thing happens, right, make sure the next round, the next shift, the issues that happen, that means it needs proper lighting, ataupun you have to inform your team members that this place selalu terlepas pandang. Okay. Kalau place ada hostess, okay lah. Okay. But then not all places have the luxury to have all the extra stuff. Okay, apologize and prioritize. Acknowledge the lapse. Dah tunggu lama kan. And immediately shift focus to the guest needs. Okay, try to bring the drinks and everything else the soonest possible. Reinforce presence. Maintain attentive, proactive service to reassure the guest moving forward. So you dah terlepas pandang. It's okay. Your recovery is make sure from that moment you dah nampak manusia kat situ, make sure that moment onwards you give your attentiveness and proactive service. Okay. So you dah hantar food pun, you dah makan, cik, everything okay ke? Go and do check-in. It's okay. Alright, dah habis. Cik, dessert ada sedap malam ni. Okay. Kalau you rasa nak give dessert, make sure you bring out the dessert and say, okay, this is compliment, on the house, right? You can also do that. Okay, so benda-benda ni will kind of turn the situation around from that liability tadi to become opportunity, right? Okay, complaint number 6. Kalau property developer, feeling ignored is dah sign semua, no follow up after complaint. Retail, no staff engagement. Parent concern not addressed will be for education. Telco, no reply after ticket submission, they complain lah. Alright, let's go to number 6, noisy environment. Okay, in terms of noisy environment, we want to reduce atau minimize disruption to enhance guest comfort. Number 1, you have to acknowledge quickly. If the hotel is having renovation, it is good to inform the guests prior to the arrival that this is happening. During arrival, noise from other guests just experienced this last weekend. Okay, oh my god. Okay, sometimes guests party in the room. Okay, sometimes the soundproofing is not good. You can literally listen what next door is doing. Okay, probably next door is listening to me now. Anyway, all right. So yeah, so all this acknowledge quickly. Okay, let's say you are having renovation, construction. Yes, please inform the guests in advance. Okay, the construction is ongoing. It will happen from, let's say, 9 to 5 contohnya. And reassure them at night time tak ada. Tapi make sure next door you tahu night time tak ada lah. Sekali you kata tak ada, tiba-tiba next time duk ting-tong ya, sudah. Okay. So please make sure you inform the guest prior to the arrival. During arrival, masa check-in tu, okay. But reassure that if the noise is unbearable, please let us know. Yes, you can also put a letter in the room. We did that when we had renovation. Please let them know if the noise is unbearable. Please call the counter and we'll solve the problem. So we can always upgrade, put him away from the noise or something like that to reduce lah. Okay. Sometimes when you make all the effort, the guests will understand that you're trying your best. Okay. Yelah, kalau you build another building next door, how to escape kan? Okay. So validate the guest discomfort and apologize for the noise. Some jangan kata why nak apologize? Bukan I buat construction next door what? Not my fault mah. Okay. No, you apologize because of the discomfort, not because you're doing the building. Okay. Right. And then relocate remedy, like I said, you can let them try out first. If they still feel it's noisy, just relocate or find solution. You can always find rooms further away. Maybe they nak dekat lift kan, but then the construction quite near lah. Okay, so you can say, we have a room slightly further away from your request. Is that okay with you, or would you like to look at the room first? All right. At my resort, right, we have rooms which is sometimes guests ni nak bilik yang paling dekat dengan breakfast area. Like they walk berapa step, golek-golek pun dah sampai tau. But then unfortunately, the room is next to the kitchen punya exhaust fan. So it can be quite noisy, especially at night. Okay, sebab our kitchen close at 11. So benda-benda ni, we have to inform them in advance. Alright. Alright, so when you relocate, like I said, offer a quieter, kalau table lah, kalau room, and adjust seating arrangement if possible. Same goes, adjust room arrangement if possible. Katakanlah dia nak tengok sea view. Hari tu dekat Riyas, Langkawi, Lavanya. The place very nice. Tetapi opposite tu, there's new construction coming up. So I don't know how do you guys handle the guests ni? Nak buat macam mana? Nak buat macam mana lagi nak do anything kan? But the view is very nice. Okay. Alright, prevent recurrence. So you communicate with staff and guests to manage noise level moving forward. Like you guys say, put a letter in the room, inform prior to arrival, when check-in, inform them again. So keep on reminding them so that when the thing happen, they know what to do next. Okay, we look after you guys. Alright, foreign guests always loud. Yalah, especially drunk. Kalau dah drunk, memang loud lah. Okay. Alright. Okay. Kalau noisy, property developer will be ongoing construction noise. Noisy waiting area. Okay, let's straightforward lah. Alright, complaint number 7 is poor communication. This is also one of the issues in the industry right now. Because the younger generation, I'm not saying you guys are, but they are younger generation. Not to say they are introvert, tetapi they just lack communication skill. Sometimes they malu, sometimes it's just that human connection tu kurang. Okay, but they can communicate. Ada my staff share experience dia pasal Ritz-Carlton, Langkawi pasal noise problem. Ritz-Carlton ada renovation ke? I rasa they quite isolated. They're quite isolated tau. I think tak silap Ritz-Carlton dulu used to be Sheraton. I did my practical kat situ. But the place very nice. Pricey juga lah. Noise problem. Alright, good to know. Okay, so poor communication, we want to ensure clarity, we want to ensure consistency and also guest understanding. Alright, so the communication wise, two way lah, tak boleh one way, short sendiri, dia faham tak faham, suka hati dia lah, tak boleh ya. Okay, so first you have to clarify expectation. Ensure that the guest fully understand service, timing and also policies. Kadang-kadang there are some sebelah, oh I see, sebelah, okay, Park Royal is in Pantai Tengah, ada renovation sana Park Royal, then they have the convention center, and then it's just a stretch of beach. Next door macam tak silap Band Negara Kijang. Balik ada 5 this year 5 I tak turun lah. 2023 was my last 5. Oh, okay, Park Royal lah. Where? Asiana across the road. Okay, must be new building lah. Okay, alright. So no choice have to endure the noise. Alright, ensure guests fully understand services, timing, and also policies. Apologize and re-explain. Sometimes guests you need to keep on telling them repetitively, repeatedly. Pantai Batu Tengah sebelah area jet ski. Jet ski, oh, lighthouse dulu tu kot. Bukan construction, but how Ritz-Carlton people solve the complaint for their family noise. Oh, I see. Yang buat masalah. Okay. Okay, dia lah punca ni. Okay lah, tak boleh buat apa lah. Oh, sebelah jet ski ya. Okay, must have been dekat Charlie's Motel tu lah kot. Okay, there's small chalet. Mungkin kat situ lah. Alright, so please, poor communication, you must apologize and re-explain. Clarity, yeah. Where miscommunication occurs, offer a clear, calm correction. Okay, train for consistency. Kalau benda yang berkaitan communication involve your staff, please train them, do role model, okay. Role play. During briefing, make them talk, make them describe something, create a situation, a scenario that they communicate. So get them to practice daily. Okay? Briefing 5 minutes, do it. Briefing 5 minutes, do it. So that all staff should deliver uniform messages to avoid confusion. I have one staff. Okay, I nak tanya you guys. Kalau the room accommodates maximum of 3 adults, do you allow 5 adults or not? Yes or no? Yes or no? Kan? No lah. Matematik kan? Ada real staff ni. Ada cakap dah polisi. Saya kata lagi satu, kita dah submit to the bomba and whatever not, occupancy 3. Tiba-tiba something happen, emergency, accident, blah blah blah, touch wood. And then they found out dalam bilik 5 orang. Then how? Siapa yang salah? Of course lah, hotel yang salah kan. Okay, you can be sued, if something happens in the room. Okay, sebab you do not control. So this dah ada dah kat situ to say that policy maximum number of pack is as such lah. Dia pergi jual apa? Dia pergi jual lagi extra bed. We told them no, we're not going to do extra bed anymore because once you put extra bed, dia dah block lah. You dah block you punya laluan untuk keluar masuk. So that is dangerous kan. Okay. So finally cakap tak apa. Dia ni, I don't know, dia ni macam tak ada feeling. When you talk to him like he's not there, kat planet lain tau. Okay, dia banyak buat night audit lah. Dia macam dia punya own bubble tau. So one day, I dah tak boleh tahan. I kata, I go to him and test him, what is the policy? Because I found out overnight dia jual juga. Okay, so they have 4 in the room, and that room is only for 2 packs. So I asked him. Then I told him, the next time you do this again, dengan you I jual. I kata, okay. Tak buat dah puan, tak buat dah. From that moment, anak jual dia tak buat dah. Memang bertaubat dan kembali ke pangkal jalan. Sometimes the staff, you have to go to that extreme, okay? Anyway, okay. Macam anak-anak kan. Cakap tak faham. Kena jual baru tahu. Anything also can sell. Yalah, these people, no, sometimes they wanted the guests to add extra room. Tetapi takut guests macam sometimes they get very defensive and they still insist, lah, guests pun kadang buat hal kan. So easy way out, just sell lah. So I bagi every morning, I pergi tu, I tengok dia before dia habis shift. Ada jual lah hari ni. Tak ada puan, tak buat dah. Tak buat. Buat dengan you, I jual lagi. Puan, tobat lah, tak buat lah. Okay, fine. Alright, so complaint number 8 is overcharging or billing errors. Alright, in resolving financial mistake with transparency and care. I think if you were to watch a video, tak silap I dekat Thailand kot. Yang dekat counter tu, there was just like chaos because the guest was like shouting. Apparently they were charged. They had like 5 rooms. and they double charge. Okay, but I rasa it was not handled um, proactively sebab the staff just couldn't, the guest was shouting, the staff couldn't even talk, couldn't even speak. Then not only that, the guest was like um, shouting to the guest, hey, you don't come here, this is a bad place. Yeah, that one. Okay. He was just losing it at the counter. So I guess, I don't know lah. Kalau I probably take, oh, okay, sir, yes, understand. Yeah, we will rectify this. Agree to disagree. And then come, I will look at your account. We'll sit here. Take him away from the counter because it will be a discomfort for other guests when they see this happen. Okay. Imagine we're there. Mesti kita pun like, oh, asal gaduh-gaduh ni kan. Okay. Kita punya mood nak check in, bercuti pun dah change, right? Yes, they can be like that. So sometimes the guests like this, of course, we need time to, especially when it comes to billing, we need to be very careful, right? What we can do is that, yes, print out, bawa dia punya folio semua, ask him to be seated. Okay, come, if you have a booking that contradict this, let us know. Find out more information. Back end pun pergi buat something, okay? But get him away from the counter. Kalau ada office or like a small discussion room, just take him there. As long as he's away from the rest of the crowd. Okay. All right. Kita penatnya. Okay. Resolving financial mistake is very important. Acknowledge immediately. Yang ni kena buat immediately. Thank the guest for pointing out the issue and apologize sincerely. Okay. Thank the guest. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, we must have overlooked. I am so sorry. Would you like to have a seat first? We'll go through this. If you're going out, kadang-kadang pergi kan, tour lah apalah. When you come back, we will rectify this and get back to you. So make sure when they come back, masuk pintu ya terus tak, oh, sir, we already rectify this problem, A, B, C, D, something like that. Okay. Alright. Takut dia highlight masa dia nak check out. Yang tu memang kelang kabut lah. Alright. Investigate and correct. Do it, review the chart on the spot. When you review on the spot, it shows that we care, we are attentive. Dalam video tu, I saw the staff just tak tahu nak buat apa because they were just like pushing, poking. Memang cari gaduh lah. Okay. So make necessary adjustment promptly. If you need to make notes, make notes. Sometimes bila shift, your bosses are not around, then you just have to make note and report to him immediately because it needs to be rectified. Kalau guest macam ni, they start to cari gaduh until they are satisfied that you're doing something about it. Okay. In this case, for me, the system side boleh tackle, is the orang yang tak boleh tackle. Okay. Right, so that one needs to come first. Right, so reconfirm and follow up. Okay, sampai dia puas hati lah, right? Kalau in that case, but in that video, I tengok it's hard for the staff to even interrupt because the guy was just like losing it, man. Okay, so if the guy, so design lobby need to be considered and prevent necessary sin. Not really necessary. Sometimes we know there are certain spot which is away from the view of other guests. Okay, it could be at the lounge. Kalau ada lobby lounge lagi bagus, send him there, bagi minum air sejuk-sejuk sampai brain freeze, tak boleh cakap tu. Then baru, I'll come back to you with your bill. Please have a seat. I'll get a drink. Would you like orange juice or beer or whatever not? Okay. Bagi dia minum dulu, jangan bagi mabuk lah. Payah lah nak cerita kan. Okay. I'll get back to you with your point. I will get back to you as soon as possible. Let me just go and check and rectify the issue. Okay. Okay. Habis nafas lah. Okay, confirm correction with guests and follow up to ensure satisfaction. Okay. Alright, number 9. Facilities not. Ini selalu minum sah. Tak tahu. Dah harga betul-betul dah harga ini. I rasa macam I dah lari 50 kilometer lah. Alright, bridging expectation gaps with honesty and effort. macam excited lah, so many things. You know, when you talk about complain, when you think back when we are in industry, when I'm in industry, macam like dia punya feeling lain tau. Okay, so facility nak advertise ni selalu. Kalau you go to Langkawi, especially you take the slightly cheaper accommodation, dalam gambar is something else. When you go there, is oh my god, okay. Itulah flashback, throwback. Okay, so when this happen, you need to acknowledge the discrepancy, okay. Because sometimes we understand, maybe you ambil gambar tu like 10 years ago, okay. So bila datang, alamak, dah run down lah, okay. So you need to acknowledge this and do something about it lah, okay. So far, you validate the guest disappointment and apologize for the mismatch. Alright, essential kena complain kau-kau ni, okay. Offer alternatives or upgrades. Sometimes I tipu-tipu sikit lah. Oh yeah, we actually going through series of renovation and we are doing block by block. Padahal tak buat lagi pun kan. Okay, so we hope that the next time you come, hoping in my heart tak main aku. Okay, or maybe come back following year. But really, if you're doing renovation lah kan. Okay? But I can try to get you our room with the best view. You have to sell. You have to sell the view, you know. This one the view. The view tu biasa je. But you punya story tu have to be like so enticing that bila dia tengok kan, dia punya brain will go into that mode like, oh yeah, very nice. Okay, and then the sunset is over there. Sunset is sunset. You duduk tepi beach, you akan nampak sunset. Okay, but make sure your location nampak sunset lah. Kalau tak ada sunset, bubuh sunrise. Okay, apa pun, use the environment to kill it. Okay, don't kill yourself, don't kill the guest. Alright, offer alternatives or upgrades. Okay, so provide solution like room change or service enhancement. And then you have to review back your promotional content. Okay, this is very important. You must make sure that advertising images match the reality to avoid future complaints. Okay, sometimes it's a lighting, sometimes it's a bedding. Okay, kalau dah bilik tu tak ada buat apa-apa, make sure it's clean. Make sure bedding tu you boleh adjust sikit, and then a bit of deco, bagi like a very welcoming, very warm. Put some green. Okay, pokok-pokok ni nyamuk lah kan. Okay, so you can do all that. You can play around with the deco, but don't overdo it. So sometimes, yes, money is hard to find. Okay, so kalau you nak tipu yang banyak pun tak boleh, but if you can work on the deco, that'd be great. Sometimes what we do, bilik sama aja, but when we shift the room, we make sure we deco up sikit, bagi fluff sikit kan. Alright, nampak lah, wow. Okay, tapi make sure bilik sejuk sikit, wangi sikit, bila dia masuk nampak konon-konon lain, actually sama je bilik kan. Right, so you guys kalau pergi hotel nampak macam tu, you know what happen lah. Okay, ya, okay, bukan tipu tapi drama sikit ataupun kita goreng sikit. Goreng dengan hangus habis kan? Oh shit. Sorry. Alright, so we are at number. Sorry, silap. Okay, sorry. Please accept my apologies, my sincere apologies. Tangan I ni tak ada mata. Salahkan tangan. Alright, next. We are at complaint 10 kan? Tadi 9 Poor communication. Okay, betul. We are at number 10. Lack of empathy or understanding. Okay, so we want to respond with compassion to emotional guest needs. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with your product, but there's something wrong with your guest. You know, there's jenis guest yang a bit emotional, yang silap cakap sikit, it's your fault. What else? Ataupun they get very defensive. Okay, so recognize emotional needs. Alright, so sometimes the guests seek validation and understanding, not just solution. I do have single traveler, especially Mak Saleh ni, when they travel around, they will stay weeks tau. Okay, and then they will move lah one place to another. Kadang-kadang especially perempuan elderly female traveller, tourist, they just want to talk to somebody, and when they start talking you cannot stop them, you know. So what I do is, yes, I will say make time for them, tapi ada limit lah. Okay, sambil chat, I make sure lah, okay, kalau this guest datang, I make sure I'm standing up and not sitting at my desk. Dan I walk to her. I tak bagi dia datang and duduk. Once dia datang duduk, it's very rude kan. Kalau you nak bangun, you say, excuse me. Where else you need to excuse yourself? So I nampak dia datang, I bangun, I'll go to, hi, good morning, how are you feeling today? Okay, what did you do yesterday? Blah, 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 cerita sikit. And then I start walking out from the lobby. And I use nature, apa semua. Oh, are you going for breakfast? Oh, okay, please help yourself, blah, 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 semua. Okay, not to be rude, but we understand that sometimes they just need validation, understanding. Sometimes it's just that they're lonely and they just want somebody to talk to. Okay, so we have guests like this, especially on long-term stay. All right. Okay, train for empathetic language. Use phrases that show care and personal connection. I think we did in one of the sessions words and phrase to use, kan? Okay. So you can always Google and find out what are the empathetic language and try to apply. But make sure you apply to your guest, the type of guest, the type of market you're handling. Kalau business traveller, dia tak kalut. Dia just nak check in, check out, dan dia dah pergi meeting. Okay, then they balik of the day, they just want the room is clean, they just want to rest, they just want to sleep. Okay, so tak banyak kerenah. Tapi kalau tourist on vacation, that's a different story. Okay. And then reflect and adapt, learn from each encounter to improve emotional intelligence across the team. Okay, guys, what is emotional intelligence? Revision. What is emotional intelligence? What connection? Ingat tak? Ingat ke? It's okay, forgiven. Belum habis ada 10. Oh, okay. Dimaafkan. Anyone remember what is emotional intelligence? Kalau empathy is human connection, emotional intelligence, we did this last 2 days. Yang mana datang, you better remember. Emotional intelligence is self-connection. Okay? Empathy is human connection. Emotional intelligence is self-connection. You work within yourself, inwards to outwards. Okay? Mana ni yang main tu? Okay, module 3. The art of service recovery ni senang je, sub suai. Okay, the key strategies using the learn model, the learn method in action. How to personalize the recovery to impress guests, and using surprise and delight techniques for lasting impact. Right, so the art of your service recovery is how you want to turning setbacks into memorable guest wins. Number 1, personalize the response. Yes, we understand that sometimes kita ada template kan. Takutlah. Oh, kalau isu je ni buat macam ni. Yes, but sometimes it's good to personalize the response. Kita mirror dia punya vibe, but jangan mirror yang dia marah tu. Mirror dia punya tone, dia punya pace, so that we're able to communicate and engage. Alright, so personalize the response. Tailor recovery effort to each guest preferences and emotional state. Okay, so we have to be very, very alert and aware of their emotional state. All right, and then we implement the learn method. What is learn again, guys? What is L? What is L? Come on, type in the chat box. Listen. Okay, what is E? Okay, what is E? Empathy, empathize. Okay, what is A? Apologize. Okay, good. What is R? Recover. Good. What is N? nurture, notify, okay. Alright, and follow up, good. Boleh balik ah. Okay, structure resolution process with empathy and accountability. Okay, when you use learn, please use it with empathy and accountability. Okay, not just doing it, tak apalah hari tu just apply, only apply, tapi you do not do it with accountability pun tak jalan, right? Okay, when you want to solve a guest complaint or guest issues, you have to do it genuinely and with accountability, right? Then barulah everything will fall into place. All right, and then last but not least, you use surprise and delight. Add unexpected, meaningful touches to exceed guest expectation. All right, there's a lot of things. You get creative and you get it done. All right. Okay, can we go to Kahoot? ID dah kan tadi kan? Alright, I'm just sharing again attendance link for those who missed the link just now. And that is the Kahoot link. In the chat box, please type R if you're returned and please type N if you're new while we're doing this. All right. All right, so your game pin is 1479070. Listen, empathy, Hafiza, okay, thank you. Okay, all right. And learn, listen, empathy, apologize, recover, notify, follow up, okay. Message one word and when did I say, oh, I'm sorry, this is our last session. Maps training have done 13. This is our 13th session, and today is our last, our grand finale lah. Okay, pin number is 1479070. One 1479070. We shall start in 2 minutes. Keep it going. Okay, we have 20 in the house. I repeat, game pin number 1479070. Oh, macam yang apa? Apa nama? Loteri. Okay, we have 23. Come on, keep it going, guys. There's 49 of you. 25. Ramai ni, menarik. Alright, I repeat, game pin number is 1479070. We shall start in 1 minute. 27, 28. Aiden terkeluar ni. Twenty-four, 25 is coming up again. So we have NC, Mas JZ, Hafiza, CSY, Marina Alpha, Zafran Nas Wong V, Penny Hua, K, Kao, Saiful Ida, A, Hamima, Arlene, Joyce, Twitcher, Yazid, Nur Muhammad, Farah, Nami, Niel, PK8, Daus, Penny, Zun. Okay, one more, just start. All right, ready? Okay. Here we go. Question number 1. Are you guys ready? 20 seconds, huh? What does the moment of truth refer to in hospitality? 1, when the guest checks out. When the guest makes payment. Anytime a guest interacts with your service. When staff go on break. Macam senang je. You tick there. Okay. Anytime a guest interacts with your service. Alright. So that is your, remember I told you the moment of truth daripada dia parking, valet, hostel, blah, 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 all the way. Yeah. So anytime the guest interact with your service. Top, Nas, kau, me, Hamima, and PK8. Okay, let's go to the next question. True and false. Handling complaints well has no real impact on repeat business. True or false? Well, all right, false. Okay, all right. Let's look at the. Okay, Nas is still leading. Kau is number 2, PK8, Emil, and Daus. Okay. Next question. Question number 3. In the learn method, what does the E stand for? Explain, size, execute, escalate. Oh, laju. Empathize. Alright. I pun dah ulang tayang banyak kali kan. Tak tahu ni memang nak kena babak eh. Okay, Nas is leading. PK8, Yazid, Kau and me. Up 3 places. Penny is the highest climber. Okay, congratulations, Penny. Okay, let's go to question number 4. True or false? Sincere apology, even without a solution, can go a long way in calming a frustrated guest. True or false? Wish, laju ya. Okay, it's true, right? Okay, let's see who's leading. Nas, Daus, Yazid, Kau, and Mil. 4 participants have reached answer straight of 3. Yeah, this straight 3. Okay, last question, guys. Which of the following is an example of a surprise and delight technique? Offering the guest a formal feedback form, giving a handwritten apology note with a small gift, ignoring the complaint until they follow up, sending an automated email response. All right, so giving a handwritten apology note with a small gift. Okay, let's look at the podium. Number 3. PSY, congratulations. Number 2, Hamima. Number 1, Nah. All right, okay, congratulations. Okay, all right, let's go to our final module. Tadi 3 dah kan? Okay, senang ni kan? Okay. Alright, semua nampak skrin lah. Okay, sorry, can repeat the pin, the new message. Tanya na, congrats na. Alright, so for our final module and our final session, I sedih lah, macam dah habis lah. It's not fun yang duduk dengan you all ni. Okay, module 4 is from complaints to loyalty. Okay, how to turn negative experiences into raving guest review. Okay, and encouraging happy guests to share feedback online. This is very tricky. Yeah. Sometimes guests are not willing to share. Kadang-kadang nak balik, ingat-ingat dulu. Okay. So kalau they take really good photos, nice photos, and the ambience is so welcoming, everybody is so warm, everybody is like calling out their name, pergi pool, pergi apa nama, walk to the restaurant, everybody like, hey, good morning, Mr. Lee, okay. So all that is brings a good memory, right? Feels like, oh, everyone is so welcoming and they always come back again, okay? So in this section, we transform complaints into positive review. So from resolution, you dah resolve tadi kan, okay, you follow up, and then now it goes to your reputation. All right, number 1, deliver memorable recovery. Okay, sometimes things happen. I selalu cakap, shit happens, okay? reputation is dia punya reputasi. Tak membantu. That mean kalau they look at the play lah, ini kalau bagi review 3 star je. But once you dah recover, okay, you dah find solution, they're happy with it, you follow up, everything is tip top, then that will help to increase your reputation. Okay. Okay, Mas Surah, reputasi ya. Alright. Deliver memorable recovery. You can get very creative here, right? Exceptional handling encourages guests to praise rather than to punish. Okay. Alright. Encourage feedback. Okay. Encourage feedback ni sometimes masih kita check in tu, kan? Not check in guest kita checking and follow up tu. That is also to encourage feedback. Alright. Invite guests to share their experience post resolution. Sometimes what I do, katalah the day before they're having this problem and the staff also follow up malam tu. The next morning over breakfast, that's my habit lah. Suka lepak-lepak dekat breakfast tu, chat with guests. Sometimes it is also to do a temperature check because that is when they are very honest and transparent, and especially you go up to them, have a chat with them, ask everything is okay or not. Sometimes they will start telling you, oh semalam lampu yang sebelah kiri itu macam tak function. Oh, okay, go get it done immediately. And then by the time they finish breakfast, dia balik from island hopping, whatever not, tengok benda tu settle, then it's done. That means we care and we get it done. Alright? So, encouraging feedback, you can also do that through masa you buat follow up tu. That is also encouraging feedback. For me, I will do it over breakfast. Katalah, let's say they have aircon problem the day before, the next morning, did you sleep well? First thing first, did you sleep well? Kan, sebab bila pergi breakfast, dia akan bagi room number kan. So, I mark lah bilik-bilik mana yang I nak terjah lagi ni. Okay. So, I say, did you sleep well? How was aircon? I'm so sorry. I heard that the aircon was not working yesterday. So, they have solved the problem. Is it okay? Did you sleep well last night? Then I akan bagi feedback lah. Wih, sejuk sangat. Alright. Okay, and then you monitor and respond publicly. If they start putting it online, sometimes they will cerita macam ni tau online. They say, oh, we had a stay and then the aircon was not apa nama. Okay, Teresa, thank you so much. Alright, and then it didn't really work out. After that, dia akan story lah dekat review tu. Dia kata, we check in and then the aircon was not ni, but the staff attentively and quickly resolve the problem. Alright, thank you so much. Okay, after that, dia akan cerita, oh, the staff took immediate action, blah, 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 semua. So, bila kita nampak any review, bad or good, respond publicly. Okay? Alright. Engage with online reviews to showcase commitment and care. Bila you reply even to the most negative review in the world yang tak masuk akal pun, it shows your commitment and care. Right? Okay, encouraging guests to share feedback online. Sometimes this is also tricky sebab tak semua guests nak. It's always good if they can share photos if they want to. And this is how you amplify loyalty through social proof. Okay, make it easy. Jangan terlalu yang tu lah, yang ni lah. Kalau ada QR, just QR. Okay, and direct link to review platform. Right, request at the right moment. Jangan time marah tu, you request, memang fail lah kan. Okay, so you dah solve, you dah follow up, and then the next day pun check in back again if the aircon buat hal lagi ke tak, contoh aircon and then you see whether they're happy with it. Then it's okay. So masa check out, you encourage lah. Okay, please drop us a review for us to improve further. Okay. So ask for feedback shortly after successful resolution ataupun positive interaction. Right, showcase reviews. Highlight great guest stories to inspire others to share theirs. Okay. All right. Okay, that's the end of our session. You guys have any questions? Please type in the chat box. Please scan QR for Google review. Again, I would like to say thank you so much for those of you who have joined us since the 2nd of June. We actually did 13 programs for this NTW this year, 2025. Last year we did 7. So this year we did 13. Alhamdulillah, today is the 13th program. And we kind of end the NTW session today. And I hope you guys have enjoyed yourself throughout all our sessions and also learn a lot of new things, learn something that you'll be able to apply the moment you go back to work. Ataupun if you're not in the hotel industry, at least the next time when you go to the hotel, you know, ni dia orang ni tipu macam ni lah ni, macam tu kan. So, okay. So, if you are on LinkedIn, I do a lot of postings as well. Some good ones, some crazy ones. Okay, so please, I would love to connect with you guys. And don't forget, Google review, drop me review, you share photos, whatever you've learned throughout the session. I'd be happy to hear from you. I'll be sending you email. And for your information, all the recording that we've done from day one, except ada yang termiss-miss tu kan, okay? I'll be putting them on YouTube channel, Maps channel, and I will share the link to you guys. So at any time, please go ahead, share with your friends, you know, if they can go through the session and learn something, I'll be more than happy. And I would also like to thank you guys for all your support. And I'll be offering some training vouchers. We're still going around because the free vouchers have got serial numbers. So we're going around to find how best way to do this, but I'll keep you guys posted in the email. All right? Please give me a bit of time to do your attendance tonight. It will take time because I'm traveling back tomorrow with another event tomorrow. Anyways, please take care, guys. Thank you so much. Again, don't forget to share with me your review and have a good night. Oh yeah, ambil gambar. Oh my God. Thank you, Aizudin. And you guys, jangan lari lagi, ambil gambar. Okay, ambil gambar. Please, on your camera. Finale, gambar yang cantik. Thanks, Aizudin. Oh, you guys yang banyak rescue I lah. Okay, dokie. Anyone else gonna on your camera? Hey, you guys got any question or not? Nak bye-bye dah ni. Okay, can we get as many cameras on as possible? Those who have been engaging with me on LinkedIn, thank you very much. Nur Muhammad, who else? So Cik Suhaimi, who else? There's quite a number of you. So thank you so much. Okay, please on your camera. Hi, Sophia. Ida, Wong Yun Fan. Sorry. Atta, SH Wong. Okay, let's wait another minute. Eric. Hi, Eric. Lau Sok Peng. Sunaida. Hope to see you sometime soon. Effendi. SH Wong. Apa lagi? Okay, are we guys ready? Are we guys ready? Vanessa, are you gonna on your camera? Okay, Zul, Sharon, on and off. Vanessa, okay, hello. Okay, boleh ah. Alright, ni hak sopan-sopan punya nah. I ni Gen X lembat kita, so I screenshot, so you all bertahan lah. Alright, ready? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, start nah, sabar nah, jangan lari dulu nah. Oh my God. Okay, jap. Wait. Oh my God, everything is so slow today. All right, okay, one more time. Can we do a freestyle mini love? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Nasib baik ingatkan. Tidak, habis. Tinggal 2-3 orang mau ambil gambar. Okay. But the video that I'm going to upload online will be very raw with all those. It's not flawless, it's very raw. Banyak flaw tau. So I hope you guys can just learn from there lah. Kalau suruh I edit, I think sampai 2-3 tahun lagi tak siap. Alright, anyway, thank you again. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Have a good week ahead. And I hope you guys have learned from all our sessions. And take care. I'm going to miss you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Sedihnya, I tak ada session lah.
Thank you, Miss Mimi. See you again.
Alright. Alright, see you. Thank you. Thank you, Kima Taiping, for all your support. Thank you, Kolishi. Thank you, Hamima. Any talk nantilah kita update lah. I think Dr. Ano is planning to do some more courses kot. Nantilah we'll keep everyone updated. All right, good night, good night. Yeah, good night, Waterfront Kuching. Thank you. Thank you, Aisha, very kind. Ida, okay? Oh, thank you, Arlene. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Boleh, boleh. Back to Taiping. Chun, jom. Sender on. All right, good night, Ida. Okay, have a good night, everyone.